Hi lovelies, I finally stretched out my natural hair after a very long time. Even though I did not do a perfect job, if you look at it very well, you will see that the hair is not looking equal. Some parts were well stretched while some parts were still shrunken, especially at the roots. Yes, I'll definitely do a trim before I install a protective style, but before then, let me take you through how I stretched my hair, everything I did before the stretching, and the products that I used. If you're a returning viewer or a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're seeing me for the first time, you're welcome to my channel. If you find this video helpful, please like, drop a comment for me, and share this video with someone. And if you've not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn your notification bell on for more amazing videos on hair growth DIYs and hair care tips. The first thing I'm doing is to hydrate my hair and moisturize it. I'm doing that because it's been days since I detangled my hair and moisturized it, and it's feeling so dry and I don't want to stretch it on dry hair, so I will have to hydrate and moisturize. And I'm only moisturizing using a leave-in conditioner. I use just leave-in conditioner, no sealant, no oil, no butter or grease. I decided not to use any of those this time because the last time I stretched my hair, I did my full moisturizing routine before I finally stretched my hair with heat with my blow dryer, and it was not funny at all. There was smoke everywhere as if I was frying something. It was not funny at all. So since then, I've told myself I'm never going to add any form of sealant to my hair before I stretch it whenever I want to use heat. So the first thing I did was to hydrate using my leave-in spray. And after hydrating, I moisturized using my Cantu leave-in conditioner. I massaged it in to make sure my hair absorbs it, and then I'm going to take out the hair from the way I protected it after detangling. After unraveling, you need to see the way my hair was feeling so soft. It's been a while since I feel my hair this way. The last time I detangled my hair, it was feeling so dry and oh my god, I couldn't even explain how it was feeling. It was so dry. That created a lot of fear in me because I was thinking my hair was gradually getting damaged, and I think that shampoo contributed a lot to that. I started noticing the dryness when I was using that shampoo. So for now, like I said in my previous video, I'm going to stay away from it for now. I have to go back to my first love, which is African black soap. I have used it for years and it has been amazing for both my hair and my scalp. I'm going back to it until I can get a moisturizing and hydrating shampoo that will get the job done for me. After unraveling the second part, it was feeling a little dry at the root, so I have to hydrate again and work the liquid through it, but I did not add extra leave-in conditioner. After massaging the liquid into it, I'm going to finger detangle. This is very, very important. I'll detangle with my finger before I section and further detangle with a wide tooth comb. And at this point, I already have all my tools ready. I have my heat protectant and the hot comb I'll be using for today. I'm just trying to do a quick cleanse check to see what I have left. That is still a lot. It's actually amazing. So for today, I'll be using this argan oil heat protectant. This is the first time I'm using it and it's really okay. Before now, I'll use the Tresemme heat protectant. That's the one I have been using. This is my first time of using this argan oil heat protectant. Though I've seen some people giving positive review about it, but I have never used it before. This was my first time and it was really okay. My hair is in two sections right now. I use my satin scrunchie to hold one section away, and I'm spraying the heat protectant on one section. I spread it in and I make sure I massage it everywhere. After massaging it in, I'll go ahead and section the hair into smaller sections before I start stretching. I'm massaging it into the hair very well, and if you notice, you see that I'm kind of stylishly detangling it to make sure I get it into every strands of my hair, because I don't want to hear stories. I'm trying everything possible to avoid further damage. I'll spray more of it on the tips of my hair and take a little bit to the root again and massage. Next, I'm going to section my hair, and I'll first make sure I create a clean part between the two sections. Then I'm going to start creating smaller sections from the one I'm working with and start stretching. I couldn't do that with a comb, so I'll use my fingers. I don't know why. Each time I'm trying to use a comb to section my hair, I find it very difficult. I always end up using my fingers to section my hair. Even when I'm installing my protective style, I use my fingers to section. After sectioning my hair, I went in again with a more heat protectant and finger detangle before using a wide tooth comb to finally detangle. I can't even tell if I'm using too much of the heat protectant, but I'm trying as much as possible to avoid heat damage. The damage I've experienced this year is already too much. I don't want to experience any further damage. That's why I'm trying as much as possible to prevent heat damage. After detangling with the comb, it's now time to stretch, and I'll be using this hot comb. This is my first time of using this hot comb. Before now, I have been using the brush of it, and I absolutely love the brush because I think it stretches my hair more compared to this one. This one is not as hot as the brush. Even the highest of it is not as hot as the brush. But I still prefer this one because it is easy to use compared to the brush. You can easily control it. You can control where to place it to stretch your hair. You can easily choose the angle better compared to the brush. The length of my hair was complying, but the root was proving so stubborn. So I had to go in severally until I could get to the root. I finished stretching the first section and I absolutely loved the way it came out. The outcome was perfect. I'm quickly doing a length check again, and trust me, this was the only section that I was patient with. I had to rush through the rest because I need to attend to my baby. I'm still okay with the way everything came out at the end because it's still easy for me to work with. It's going to make my protective style installation easier compared to when my hair is not stretched. Now that my hair is a little bit long, I find it very stressful to install protective style if I did not stretch my hair. Most of the times I stretch using the African threading method, but if I want something quick, I'll just go for the heat method. And I don't use heat more than 2 times in a year. This is the first time I'm using it this year. This is the first time I'm using heat on my hair this year, and I might not use it again before the year ends. If I'm going to stretch my hair again this year, I'll probably do the African threading method. I kept the first session away, and I'm basically going to repeat same thing till I'm done with all of my hair. I spread in more of the heat protectant. I finger detangled until my fingers could go through my hair before using the wide tooth comb to detangle. This time I was really patient with the detangling process. I did not rush it at all. I made sure I was patient and I take my time to prevent breakage. After detangling with the white tooth comb, then I went in with the hot comb to stretch. After stretching two parts, this is what it looks like. You can see that the first section I stretched is looking longer than the second one. I was only patient with the first one, seriously, because I felt it was taking too much time and I need to hurry up. So I finished stretching the first section. I'll repeat same thing to the other section. But for the second one, I just divided my hair into two and stretched. Before I move on to the second part, I'll use my scrunchies to hold the first part that I've stretched down, just to keep it out of the way. Because I didn't put this part of my hair in smaller section before stretching, it didn't come out as nice as the first part. The root was still feeling puffy. I couldn't get the brush to the root very well as I did with the first part of my hair because the sections were bigger. But I still repeated same process. I sprayed in the heat protectant, finger detangle, and then go in with a white tooth comb to detangle before using the heat brush. The brush has two settings and I'll be using the highest one. I tried the first one, it did not work at all. It was just there, it was not making any difference, so I switched to the highest heat. As for the heat protectant, I would recommend it because it does not have any smell at all. And it is very affordable. I was not expecting it to be this good because of the price. So if you're looking for a heat protectant that is very good and still affordable that will get the job done, I recommend this argan oil heat protectant. After stretching, this is the final look. The next thing now is to install a protective style and do a trim. I will definitely do the trim before I install the protective style. Take a look at the two parts. You see that the right part is more stretched compared to the left section. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos from my channel, please subscribe and turn your notification bell on. Until next time, bye.